Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and today we've got ourselves quite another interesting set because we've got another set from that same company. You can see right here, I don't even know how you would say the name of it, but this is the same company that made that set that I had taken a look at that included like some fence and some very interesting minis as well as some bootlegs, some Mattel bootlegs, and this set was randomly acquired by my wife because she had seen it on Temu and apparently was really cheap, and she decided to grab this for me and give it to me just because, again, it was one of those things where they were offering her the set for like really cheap, and she just decided, okay, whatever, I'll grab it. And of course, she knows that I love dinosaurs, so I'm intrigued to see what we have inside. I really don't know anything about what is contained within this set, but since I had just reviewed a set with these figures with this company, I figured what better way to open it up and see what we've got inside than with all of you. So you can see, first of all, right on the front of the packaging, we have the Papo T-Rex. So clearly this company not only enjoys bootlegging, and I think it was very obvious after the last review, they also enjoy stealing images of other people's work. And on the other side we have, I think that's the same Styracosaurus in a different pose, maybe? No, definitely different Styracosaurus, but two Styracosaurus nonetheless. And then we've got a nice JP Rex over here. I don't know what model that is or anything, but it's a pretty cool looking T-Rex, very Jurassic Park-ish, but pretty intrigued to see what's contained within, so let's pop this box open and check it out. So this is really quite the rather interesting set, I will tell you that right out of the gate, but one thing that's not that interesting is the fact that we have a bunch of the same figures that we actually had in the other set. So we have a Pteranodon, we've also got the absolute worst Velociraptor ever, which somehow his paint actually looks a little bit nicer on this version compared to the horrible paint we had on the other version. He doesn't look absolutely as awful as he did last time, but still pretty bad. We do also have the Stegosaurus again. Now, a lot of these figures I have actually reviewed. Like, I don't even need to take a look at most of the stuff in this set, and I don't even know if we're going to need a closer look at anything in this set, because for the most part, it seems like a large amount of this is stuff we have already taken a look at. We again have this Triceratops. Feels like the paint for some reason is just better on these guys. Like, they're just not as sloppy. Like, the lines and stuff don't look so out of place. The paintwork isn't absolutely everywhere. The eyes are a little bit nicer as far as the placement goes. I remember they were incredibly sloppy on the last round of these. And then we also have the Spinosaurus, which, again, I really do quite like that Spino. I'm still unsure. I just feel like they took this from somewhere, but I'm still not sure exactly where they might have gotten it from. But this Spino is pretty darn cool. But again, all figures we have already taken a look at. And then when it comes to the more unfortunate side of things here, although actually this is a bootleg, I believe, as well, the Mattel Pteranodon, but we also have, again, the same bootleg Mattel T-Rex in here, but we're back to the super sloppy eye paint. As you can see, it completely missed the mark there on that side. It has hit the mark on this side, but still not really all that nice. And then we actually have one more thing in here that, as far as what we can use in displays and stuff, that's not a bootleg. As far as I know, we've got a nest. I mean, actually, I don't even know for sure. It could be a bootleg. Maybe it's a Reborn bootleg or something, because I remember they had released some nests a while back, but an interesting addition, no less. And then we've got even more bootlegs in here. There is a Papo running T-Rex who looks like he's got a really bad hunch. Again, just really ugly looking bootleg of the Papo T-Rex. The same Papo T-Rex they actually had on the front of the packaging, so how deceiving is that when you see how nice the actual Papo version looks, and then this is the figure you're met with inside. It's actually shockingly kind of like a heavy material they've used for that one. It feels a little bit more high quality than I was expecting for a bootleg, but we continue on with the bootlegs because we do have a bootleg Papo Carnotaurus in here as well, which is very, very shiny. He actually doesn't look that bad. He looks better than the T-Rex for sure because they haven't deformed him or anything. He pretty much looks just like the Papo version of the Carno, just with warped legs for one thing and a different paint scheme. But there's also yet another bootleg in here, and this is probably the one that I'm most interested in. And we'll move the Carno, and that's because we actually have a Mattel Mosasaurus bootleg, but it's shrunken down drastically. As you can see, it's far bigger than a minifigure version of this Mosasaurus would be, but way smaller than the average Mattel Mosasaurus would be. So this one, although again, still not really that great considering it is in fact a bootleg, is kind of a fun one just because it's such a different looking version of the Mattel Mosasaurus, now in a totally different size range. But it looks like, honestly, a war has occurred here. Like, there are just dead dinosaurs laying all over the place right now. So very clearly, I wasn't being careful when putting this stuff down. But I think on top of even the Mattel Mosasaurus being included, the craziest thing that's in this set is this. They've given us trading cards, and very clearly Velociraptor Blue is front and center here on these cards. So I'm going to open these up and see exactly... Oh my goodness, I turned it around, and we've got the Jurassic Park 3, Prime 1 no less, Spinosaurus on the back. I'm super interested to see what's going on with all of these cards. So let's pull these out and check them out. So as I had shown you guys, we've got the Spinosaurus, which is absolutely the Prime 1 Spinosaurus, Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. These cards do have a kind of fun look to them. You can see them how they kind of shine and stuff. And then on the back, we actually have the W Dragon Spinosaurus. What is going on? That is so weird. And then you can see, again, some information about the dinosaur. I would not at all be surprised to find out that the information is severely incorrect, but I'm not really going to bother reading it all right now because I want to get through the entire set of cards with you guys, because I think that's probably, we're just going to do more of an unboxing here rather than an actual review, because I feel like there's not really anything to really review here, especially since most of it is bootlegs. But then we've got ourselves the Tupendactylus here. And again, I don't know where the images of these were stolen from, but I'm sure this was all stolen from somewhere. We've got the Carnotaurus, which is the Dinosaurius Sideshow Carnotaurus, which I love. I do have that model and have actually reviewed it on the channel. I wish I could get the first version of it. That's pretty much like one of those holy grails for me, was to one day own both versions of the Sideshow Carnotaurus, but I only have this version, which the color on the actual final product didn't look half as nice as it does there on the prototype, even though it still looks nice, but that prototype was on another level. And then here on the back, we actually do have another image of the Sideshow Carnotaurus again, with just a different angle. We've also got the Styracosaurus, which as well is the Dinosaurius Sideshow version. I do also have this guy in my collection, but I don't think I ever reviewed that one. And then on the back, we have a very different Styracosaurus, which is in fact not the Sideshow version anymore, but a pretty cool looking version. Then, oh boy, this is getting terrible now. We've got the Therizinosaurus, which is clearly just an image that they took of the Schleichtherizinosaurus outside. And honestly, it almost looks like that's actually like a bootleg of the Schleichtherizinosaurus. I don't even know if that's the original, which somehow makes this even worse. And then you can see again on the back a different image of that figure. We continue to move along. We do have an image of the Triceratops from Jurassic World. This is a Jurassic World image, like stolen from the images used to promote for the film. And then you can see again a totally different Triceratops here on the back with kind of a fun color scheme. Then we've got... Okay, I was just about to say the Ankylosaurus, but I cannot wait to show you guys the next card, because it caught my attention out of the corner of my eye, and I almost have tears coming out of my eyes because of how ridiculous this next card is. But anyway, we have the Ankylosaurus here. I don't know exactly where this image was from, but it looks extremely familiar to me, so I feel like I have definitely seen that somewhere. And then a different image on the back. But here's the best one so far. I can't wait to show this to you. So, here is our Tupendactylus again, but this time it has now transformed into the Dinosaurius Sideshow Apatosaurus. Wow, talk about an error on these cards. So this leads me to believe that these cards are definitely all over the place. But man, that is a really nice image of the Sideshow Apatosaurus. I can give them credit. Oh, on the back it at least says Apatosaurus. Somehow I have like a production error here with this set, which is super hilarious. The next one that we have is the Plesiosaurus, and again, I don't know where they stole that image from, but they very clearly did. Same, well, different image here on the back, but same situation where I'm sure they stole that image from somewhere. Oh boy, this is just getting better and better. So now we've got a Dimetrodon that apparently is a Velociraptor. It's almost like they didn't even try at all. That is a super cool Dimetrodon, though. And then they didn't even bother fixing it all. On this one, on the back, it still says Velociraptor, but is very clearly an amazing-looking Dimetrodon. Man, this is unreal. And then we've got the Papoallosaurus, which looks actually really nice in that image, but very clearly, again, is the Papoallosaurus. Same thing here for the back. The next one is the Dimorphodon, which, again, is definitely an image stolen from somewhere. And then, again, some more images here on the back that I'm sure were stolen. The next one is the Jurassic World Stygimoloch, which I think that might be the Prime 1 statue, but I can't recall completely. That's just like more promotional images of the Jurassic World Stygimoloch. And these things are, for some reason, really dusty and dirty. Like, you're probably seeing dust and stuff flying off of them. The dinosaurs and everything are all dirty, too. I don't know why. This is just, like, super weird. But then you can see we've also got the Stegosaurus, which, yes, yet again is the Dinosaurius Sideshow Stegosaurus. They've really been enjoying these Sideshow models with these cards. The next one we've got is a Dilophosaurus, which again is, I'm not sure what model that is. There's been so many that have been released lately that I can't really recall. But again, there is a totally different version of a Dilophosaurus on the back. Continuing on with our quest to get through the most painful cards ever, we have the Parasaurolophus, and I believe that is Jurassic World Evolution that we're looking at there. And then again, a random image on the back. The next one is the Mosasaurus, and I don't remember exactly who made that model. I don't know if that's Prime 1 or what, but that's a super cool Mosasaurus that we have there. And then some more images here on the back. Then we have the Tyrannosaurus, which again, they are using the running Papo T-Rex, just like they had used on the front of the packaging. And we've also got the Sinoceratops, which again is more promotional images created for Jurassic World. And very interesting image on the back. What else do we have here? We've got a Lioplorodon, and then again, an image here on the back. Don't know where they got those ones. Wait a minute. Okay, so on the back of that card, I almost missed it, but on the back of that card it states Dilophosaurus. They did not at all try with these images and these cards. We also have the Ceratosaurus, which is definitely the Nanmu Ceratosaurus, and then a totally different image on the back. We're almost done here. Hilariously, we're about to visit yet another company here that makes awesome models. We have the W Dragon Giganotosaurus here. And then a totally different angle of that Giga. And then we have the Brachiosaurus. I'm not sure where that image came from, but we do have the W Dragon version here on the back. And then we've also got a Pteranodon. And then on the back, different Pteranodon. Oh, nope, this is a Dimorphodon all of a sudden now, so it changed species. And then we've got a Velociraptor, the one we had seen at first, not the Dimetrodon Velociraptor that we had seen earlier. We have Velociraptor Blue, and then again, a different image of Velociraptor Blue on the back. So I think that's really about all we need to do with this set. This set is absolutely unbelievable and not in a good way. This is one of the most ridiculous sets that I've ever seen, proving to me that that company that we were just talking about, again, this company that created that other set I had reviewed, is far and away one of the worst companies producing dinosaur figures in existence. And when it comes to the cards that they include, even though they're kind of like nice as far as the quality of the cards go, they didn't do much work to actually create good cards, and they stole almost every single, if not every single image that was in there, messed up all the information, all the species names, and then just flooded this set with bootlegs. So, can't really recommend picking this set up, but I figured it would be fun to unbox at the very least with you guys. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think of all of this, and of course, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.